Hello friends, how's it going? It's grocery haul time. I have a decent haul here. Price-wise, it's actually on the lower end of things that you guys have seen for my 2-week hauls. I will share those totals at the end. I'm gonna have to do some math though because there's some things I have to get refunded from Sam's Club, including, in fact, I'll just show you guys up front here. I set it down on a chair. I was really excited. I haven't had any Kerrygold Dubliner in a while. And I pulled it out. You know, the people who work there help you load everything. They will load all of it. I do like to help, but somehow this didn't get noticed by either her or me, that the package, I was like, those are normally like vacuum sealed to help prevent mold and everything. That's odd. So I knew I had to check it. I picked it up instantly. Guys, it's open. Look at that. It looks like there's a chunk missing. And the coloring of it is, well, it really indicates to me that it's been open for a while. It's very hard and stale feeling. I know it's a hard cheese to begin with, but the coloring is off. It has that look like it has oxidized for a while. So, very frustrated by that. I know that's like $12 right there. So, I'm going to get that sorted out with Sam's Club before I give you guys totals. But just let you know that, yeah. And I'll run through other things I got to take a closer look at too. Before I do those totals, and I thought something was hitting me. It turns out I was backing into my tripod. So, let me show you guys what we got. Okay guys, coming across here with everything we've got. I'm still trying to come up with a new tripod that works for handheld stuff right here. So I'm holding my camera and it's awkward, but the other tripod was just as awkward. Up here are some donuts I grabbed when I ran into Walmart. I had to go inside after picking up the order to get lettuce that I forgot to order. So there was that, as well as a 2nd gallon of milk. But I'll explain that in just a bit. Anyhow, I had 5 kids with me, 4 of ours plus a neighbor kiddo. And I thought I'll grab those to give them as a treat with lunch, which is coming up here very quickly. Blake's out there running to get DOG. They're playing in the yard while I do this. I have 2 boxes of Hot Pockets, the ham and cheddar. This is not super surprising. This happens a lot at Sam's Club. The boxes kind of seem to bust open when they're loading. I think they leave things sitting out longer there than I would care for, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to have to, I say this many times, I'm going to have to quit doing order pickup and just going in to get my own stuff. But we'll figure that part out. I just don't know how I'm going to work that in time-wise. Got corn dogs, combination pizza rolls, pancake and sausage things that the kids have decided are a great treat, and they have asked me to grab a box every time I go to Sam's Club. 2 boxes of the Red Baron mini pizzas. Those we're trying to bust open too, and they open kind of what would be the bottom as I set them up. So those are laying down, taking up more space than they would have otherwise. I have 2 bags of Cosmic Crisp apples. I watched one of those bags take a tumble off of the cart as she was getting it to the van. They don't seem to care. And it's why I struggle with other people handling my produce. So I don't know if there's any apples that are damaged. I've got a watermelon. That seems okay, but it's got a dark spot on it like it's frozen or has been frozen. So we'll see what that's like when I cut into it. Bag of onions, bag of potatoes. I haven't double checked those. The potatoes do not look green this time. The last like 2 times I ordered them for pickup, the potatoes were green. And that's not good if you know potatoes. A bag of Fuji apples. Those ones seem fine too. Sam's Club just does not carry organic. So we take what we can get. And I did not plan on going anywhere else. So that is what it is. Thing of cotton candy grapes. I say that they don't carry organic. And here's 2 bundles of organic bananas. They actually had those in stock, which shocked me. But I took it. They did have organic raspberries too. You can see they're squished for what you pay. They were like the same price as the regular ones. I'm rotating that so you guys can't even see them. But yep, those got squished. Thing of blueberries. 2 bags of shredded lettuce because tonight I am making fry bread and with Indian tacos. And that is what I forgot to get. In the order for that, I've got a bag of cuties. Those actually look really good. I'm going to give them credit. Those look good. Thing of kiwi. I figured, haven't had it in a bit, and there we go. Chocolate chips. Guys, we've been going through them because the kids keep snacking on them. So I thought, oh, I better grab one more bag. I completely missed somehow that these are 2 times morsels. felt the bag. These are jumbo chips. I missed that, so now we have a bag of jumbo chocolate chips that I'll have to work into everything. That one's on me. I have several cases of Waterloo and Bubbly because Sam's Club did not have any of the carbonated waters I would drink in stock. They could ship them to me, but I was like, forget it. I'm going to Walmart, so I'll just order those. So, with that, I got grape, summer berry. There is a cherry limeade down there, Bellini Bliss, coconut pineapple, blueberry pomegranates hiding down there, and then blackberry Dr. Pepper. I didn't order it, but since I had to run in to get the lettuce, I was kind of getting in the mood already. Figured, forget it. I'm going to go ahead and grab some soda. So I did. 10 boxes each of the Annie's mac and cheese, 10 boxes each of the shells and real cheddar, 3 boxes of the Tinkyata spiral rice noodles. If you guys have missed it, we just tend to buy gluten-free noodles on average because then I can eat them. We've had them for years. At this point, nobody really cares for most of the regular non-gluten-free noodles. It works because then I can eat whatever I make. I'm going to come up here really quick. I've got a thing of the Annie's Spidey mac and cheese. That's because, skipping over here, I have the Marichan Instant Lunch noodle cups, the cheddar cheese, as well as the chicken flavor. 5 of the cheddar cheese, 6 of the chicken. Because I have 5 kids with me today, they're going to have the cheddar cheese ones for lunch, except I ordered 5 without thinking. Micah doesn't like them, which is why I got those. So, and then 6, because we do have our other kiddo who's actually at school. School gets out tomorrow, and I figured to celebrate the last day of school, we would do that. So, that's where we've got with those. Down here, I've got 3 random boxes of mac and cheese. This is the Kraft, not cheese mac and cheese. The Daya cheddar mac and cheese. And then when I ran back in, I came across this one that actually has cheese sauce instead of having to mix it with a dairy alternative. We got those 3 because Rain has been struggling with dairy lately, and we're trying to see if this will help clear up some skin issues. So she's cutting mostly out. I'd say severely cutting back on any dairy. Not 100% because it just is what it is. And we are seeing a difference already, so we'll see where her limit is on what her body is and is not okay with. So there's that. Back here, I've got 4 Ollie Pops. There's a peaches and cream hiding back in the corner, cream soda, apple crisp, and grape. Those went flying out of the van when we got home. They were in a bag by themselves, and one of the kids did not listen and just flung the door open. So those all hit the ground. They're indented, but somehow none of them busted open. I'm actually impressed by that. We've got a thing of string cheese, 2 things of the Colby Jack cheese slices, and I absolutely just realized that I have absolutely none of my block cheeses, so whether I forgot to put them in the order or I didn't get any of them, there should have been 6. So there's that. Guys, I'm kind of feeling defeated today. The Canyon Bakehouse gluten-free burger buns. I have had some serious struggles with these being moldy by the time I open them. And I don't mean by the time I open them. I mean, like, I check the dates. They're dated for more than a month out from when I buy them. I open the package within 2 days of buying them, and they're moldy. But I've gotten really good at looking through the packaging. These seem okay, so we're going to hope that we're okay there. I do have 2 loaves of the Country Hearth split top wheat. Sam's Club's bread selection is just not the same as Costco. So I went ahead, we're going to give it a try. We'll see if it's any good or if we have issues with that again. That said, the Lakeland hot dog buns, 2 packages of those, and a thing of the hamburger buns. Those are also produced by Country Hearth. Just not everybody knows that. So we'll see. I have hiding under here 2 packages of the Black Label thick bacon. I do have 4 of the tubes of Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. I will be making mac and cheese. No. I will be making biscuits and gravy in the very near future. But I got 2 to use for that and then 2 to freeze so that I've got them for the next time. And I don't have to wait another 6 weeks until I go to Sam's Club again. But it looks like I'm going to need to get block cheese. So we'll be going back to Sam's Club in the next couple days. So there's that. 2 things of rotisserie chicken lunch meat. I've got 3 things of the oven roasted lunch meat, 2 things of the honey roasted turkey. That was oven roasted turkey. I just realized I said oven roasted. 2 things of the turkey pepperoni. I do have, hiding under here, let's see if I can move stuff. 3 packages of the Hebrew National hot dogs. Sam's Club was completely sold out of hot dogs, so I couldn't put those in on my order. But guys, we're coming up on Memorial Day weekend. We've got graduation weekends happening last weekend and this weekend in the area. So I'm not even surprised. That is kind of an American staple for cookouts and things when you're having parties, is hot dogs and hamburgers. So not super shocked. A tub of whipped cream cheese. I and a couple of my kids love to spread cream cheese on the inside of some pastrami and wrap pickles in it. You can use other lunch meats, but regular cream cheese can be too firm and rip the meat. So if you get the whipped, it spreads very nicely and you get a nice thick layer. There's a little trick for you. And those are pickle wraps, by the way. If you've never had them, like I said, cream cheese, pastrami, and pickle spears. Try it. Let me know if you love it. Bag of Highland Grog for Shawn. I do have 2 things of the caramel almond milk creamers, 5 things of the sweet and creamy. I actually have quite a few caramels left in the fridge downstairs, so slightly disproportionate numbers because of what is left over, but I know I will run out before we get groceries next. 2 things of milk because biscuits and gravy. I had only ordered 1. Realized I'd ordered this stuff for biscuits and gravy and I needed a second one. So that is actually what I ran into Walmart for, as well as that shredded lettuce. Thing of the vanilla almond milk. And then I grabbed this thing of plain almond milk. Different brand, so that way they were distinguishable. Nobody would get them confused. That is to make Reign's dairy-free mac and cheeses before I found the one that has the cheese packet, or the cheese sauce packet. So there is that. I do have 2 bottles of CLR cleaner down here. We have got incredibly hard water here, and I just need to tackle the bathroom sinks in a different way. So I grabbed that, and then I also have, hiding on a chair down here, Plockers, which as it was sitting here, I realized these are different than the ones I've bought before. They've got this weird twin line. I don't know. It's what I got. Clearly I need to pay more attention when I'm placing orders. So we're going to get all this put away. Hey guys, shocker. I'm closing this out on the same day. I know that's not really been my normal lately, but that's okay. So, here's the thing. The Kerrygold Dubliner cheese, I was able to easily do a refund through Sam's Club's app for it. It's been a long time since I've had anything come damaged quite like that. A little frustrating, very frustrating actually, because there's no way they didn't know. And yeah, so there is that. But got that processed. I did apparently just forget to put the Colby Jack block cheese on the list or in the order. That's on me. So I am going to have Shawn pick that up. I don't know how much that'll add to it. I know he also plans to go to Costco for eggs because he prefers those eggs, and that is perfectly fine. Again, I don't know what they're currently running. So figure we're probably going to have anywhere between $20 and $50 more, depending on how much cheese he actually gets. I told him 6 blocks, but we'll see what he actually gets. In the meantime, guys, this is the best part. 2 weeks worth of groceries. We got meat, we got produce, we got all sorts of other stuff. I have plans, I have big meals in the works. That's even with me running into the store and spending an additional $50. And by $50, I literally mean $50.90. I couldn't have gotten closer if I'd tried. So even counting that in, grand total, $613.06. Like, seriously, 2 weeks worth. That is just over $300 a week for our family of 10. That's really something. I am so excited for that. I don't know where else to go with that, honestly, other than we'll see. I know there was stuff starting to get low in the pantry. Not worried about that right now. I do know next time. Well, no, I don't know next time. I was going to say I know next time I'm going to have to get more snacks to refill our snack basket. I've got 1 box of goldfish still at the bottom of the pantry. I am making the kids work through the last of the few things in there because we realized there was some stuff hiding in the bottom that was starting to get expired, and that's not okay. I was filling it before it was completely empty. That's not going to happen right now, but also we're at the end of the school year. I do not need fast snacks like that for the kids because nobody has to be able to take them in their backpacks or anything like that. So the kids are going to be able to eat even more produce, more bulk items that are just at home. So they can have a graham cracker out of a full pack, like 1 graham cracker. They can have some Ritz crackers. If we have chips and I allow them to have them for a snack, they can have that. Sometimes they'll choose a couple pieces of lunch meat. Things like that they would not be able to put in a backpack and take to school. And because we always have at least 1 kiddo in public school at this point, we just go ahead and buy those snacks out of convenience. And it is easy when we're traveling and stuff too, but we'll worry about that later. That's not today's problem. We do have some travel plans later this summer, which I did mention in another video. We will be moving Emmy to another state for college. I don't know if I'll do videos along that way or not, but we'll figure out all of that. In the meantime, I've got kids in the house. I just did the school run and decided it was quiet out here, so I would hurry up and get this done and tell you guys all about those totals. So I'm going to get in there and take care of them. In the meantime, I really hope that you're having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.